Thanks, Z. Hello, Jacques. I see ya. Jacques, disappointing to lose it that way. But have you seen in this game what you wanted to see in terms of what the rest of the tour will look like?
Yeah, I think obviously not the result we wanted, and I think we saw some things that were good and some things that were not so good. So we've got a week before we play France, which is a quality side and number 2 in the world. So we need to get some of our aspects of our game. We need to get that in order.
Ross?
How's it, guys? How's Jacques? Obviously, as you said, disappointing result. Bit of a problem with the goal kicking there. Do you think that's something that you need to now assess and maybe see if Marnie's worth bringing on to the bench in terms of that?
I think, Ross, obviously that's probably, if people look at it, they'll say that's the difference between the two teams. Johnny missed also a kick or two, but he nailed the big ones. And obviously, we missed a couple. It's something we'll keep working on, and it's something we will keep working on.
Ashfaq?
Thanks, guys. See ya. Just a couple of the refereeing decisions didn't seem to quite make sense. Couple of forward passes in the lead up to their tries, and also the breakdown officiating. Were you frustrated a bit, and do you have a chance to speak to the referee at all?
No, well, I can't. Obviously, I'll never blame the ref. They said they checked, so it was checked. There's nothing more I can do. I thought it was fair. Obviously, we'll go look at the team, but that can't be an excuse at all. I think Ireland played really well today, and they deserve the victory today.
Nathan?
Thank you again, Zina. Good evening, gentlemen. Unlucky with the loss, Jacques, unlucky with the loss. Good effort overall at the end. You can just talk us through the set piece and the general team strengths. Do you feel the Ireland team did their homework very well today?
Yeah, I thought they, set piece wise, I mean, in the build up to this week, we spoke about everybody looking at Ireland's attack, but they're probably the team that maul after us. They maul the most, and they score a lot of maul tries. So they scored 2 tries against New Zealand. They scored against France. They scored against us. So they got a powerful maul. Although people don't necessarily realize that, it's almost like they disguise it very well. I think in terms of that, they were good there. And scrum wise, we couldn't get dominance there. Hats off to them. Like Sia said, listen, they fully deserve this one.
Guys, we'll take 2 more questions from back home. Justin?
Good evening, gentlemen. Daar is hier Jacques. Jacques, miskien net vir jou in Afrikaans kortliks asseblief jou opsomming van die wedstryd en miskien waar dit verkeerd gegaan het vir julle. Natuurlik, soos jy sê, Ierland 'n baie goeie span vanaand gewees.
Ja, ek dink as ek kyk, ek dink Ierland verdien hierdie ene. Jy weet, hulle was goed, hulle het hulle kanse benut. Hulle het 'n 3 gedruk van 'n rolmaal beweging en dan 1 omkeer besit gewen in 'n wye kanaal by ons en hulle het gaan druk daarvan af. So elke geleentheid wat hulle gekry het hulle gebruik. En dan dink ek ek dink dis pretty much die opsomming.
We'll take last question from me. Hans, you can go.
Thanks, Dee. Appreciate it. Jacques, regardless of what happened with the goal kicking tonight, is it actually just as uncomplicated as saying, the guys just have to practice that skills, during the week?
Yeah, we're working on it. Like I said, and if we actually measure their goal kicking, they measure their own goal kicking, so they know at what percentage they're kicking during the week. And like I say, some instance, Cheslin hit the post. Sometimes you hit the post and it goes in off. Sometimes you don't hit the post. So it is what it is. And none of the goal kickers go there to miss a goal. Like Johnny didn't go and try and miss the goal on the first try, you know, but sometimes you do miss it. But the key thing is he nailed the big ones, and we probably didn't nail our big ones. But I'll never blame the player for that. They must keep on working on it, which they are.
Yeah, no, the island idlala kakhulu namhlanje. Thina izinto besinozenza namhlanje khange zihambe kakuhle imolong yethu nesicrap sethu khasebenze namhlanje and khasiwathatha amathuba esiwacreatile namhlanje but bona badlale kakuhle kakhulu and that's why number one.
We haven't actually decided yet. We'll probably sit now and assess. The doc is now going through the team. And if there's injuries, that will obviously change who's going to Marseille and who will stay behind. Yeah. I don't know. But it doesn't look, I don't think it's possible.
You're taking this game, Job. Make the difference.
I thought Ireland deserved this one. Indrek, I thought they were good. And they showed why they're number one in the world currently. You know, they got a couple of opportunities and they've capitalized on that. We spoke in the week about how you look at Ireland's general attack and how good they keep the ball in hand and all that. But people sometimes miss the fact that they've got a really good maul, and they're probably one of the teams that maul just behind us. They maul the most in the competition, so they use their rolling maul quite well. And say sometimes disguise their line-out attack with their rolling maul. And they scored against us now. They scored against France, which is big teams. They scored against New Zealand twice. So they got a good rolling maul, and they got they got opportunity, and they nailed it, you know. And we got a couple of opportunities and we didn't nail it. But that pretty much shows me that that's why they're number one in the world. If they get a chance, they capitalize.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. Like you.
Yeah, I think every game is a key one to win, William. I think, and the reality is, we played Ireland, who's number one in the world, away from home, at a full Aviva, and we lost by 3 points. And we had a couple of opportunities we didn't use, and they did, you know. So that is the reality. And you know, so for us, it's we must take the learnings out of it. And we've got 1 week, and then we play France. So for us, learn quickly, improve on the things that we must improve. Some things will take time, some things won't. But we need to make sure that we fix the fixable things for us as quickly as possible.
What do you want the team to improve?
Obviously, I think yes.
Yeah. So I think our lineouts can be better. It's something that we're really good at. Obviously, our maul was stopped from the word go from, and then obviously our scrums can be much better. You know, we normally dominate in those instances. I thought Ireland was really good. Obviously, they came prepared. They know our maul was one of our key things, and they made plans to stop that. And I think, yeah, when we create opportunities, something that we had before. In the rugby championship, we create so many opportunities and we didn't take them. And the same thing happened today. And when you play against a team like this, who's so lethal, they had 2 opportunities and they scored tries in both of them.
I think we learned a lot about Ireland. I mean, it's the first time we've played them actually since 2017. You know? So yeah, from us as a coaching team, it's the first time, and this playing group, first time that we competed against each other. So I think both teams would have taken a lot out of this game. No, just the fact that we had to prepare and we made certain plans. Some of them worked and some of them didn't work. So at least you have something to work going into when we meet each other again.
Yeah, ibuhlungu kakhulu because i-difference ematchini yenziwa ngezazinto. Create abemanintsi amathuba and then singawathathi, and then enye team yona i-create amathuba amabini mathathu amabini and then sityiwe esikoleni. Bebe-exposed kakhulu isikolo namhlanje. And I see into right because besifuna i-consistency ne-momentum ukuya kwezi games landelayo, and obviously if kumane sibuyele umva kancinci ayikho right for thina loo nto, but sayilungisa kule veki.
Sorry, Jacques, you're almost one of us. I wouldn't normally ask this of a visiting coach, but you knew Johnny Saxon from your time here, and you saw Johnny Saxon be today. What's the difference, or what's the similarity that you see between the Saxon you knew had to plan for Saxon you played?
No, I think he's the same quality. I mean, since when we coach against him at Leinster, you know, he's a quality player, make good decisions, nail big moments, like I thought he did tonight. And no, I think he gets his team going, and I thought he had a good game tonight.
No difference, I think emaxesheni amaninzi sidifende kakuhle kakhulu, so ibintle loo nto leyo. And uDamien udlalile and uzophinda afumane elinye ithuba, and then kuzonyanzeleke aimprove loo nto sinoyinceda nje apho kuloo nto. And siyavuya bafumana amathuba kwiimatches ezinkulu kakhulu xa kufika unyanzayo ingabisi into entsha kubo kuloo unyanzayo.
I'll be pressed for time, so take 3 more questions before Alan coming. And another.
Dis nou moeilik en dan kleinstand wil even waar. Ja, maar ons paar dis ons stel goed terug. Ik stel ons op werk probleem op dan sou
Ja, Hendrik, ek dink jy moet kyk, stelskop is belangrik. Maar jy moet ook kyk na sy gehele game. Ek dink as jy dit is kan ek sê, jy kan nie ou net uitgooi omdat hy een afdeling sleg doen. Jy weet, dis iets waaraan hulle werk en wat hulle hard aan werk en hulle weet hulle moet daaraan werk. Geen stelskoppe soos enige haker gaan om 'n lynstandbal te mis of ewen om 'n lynstandbal te mis. Dit is net ongelukkig omdat hy paal skop, is dit onder 'n vergrootglas en almal sien dit, jy weet. Maar daar's klomp ander ouens wat baie foute gemaak het wat ons ook gekos het en ook momentum gekos het, maar mense sien dit nie. Maar vir 'n stelskopper ongelukkig is dit onder 'n vergrootglas. En ek sê weer, dit is 'n aspek van hulle spel. Hulle moet aanval, hulle moet kan verdedig, hulle moet kan die pak vorentoe dryf. Ek praat nou van 'n 10, 15. Hulle moet spasie kan sien. Hulle moet kan spasie aanval met 'n paas, met hulle voete. En ek dink ou kan nie net kyk na een ding nie.
Is there any relevance to winning points in a match of months?
No, I don't think so. I think you learn a lot, and I think it's good preparation, and obviously it builds momentum or doesn't build momentum. So I think Ireland will go into the next games with a lot of momentum. But I think in 2018 we lost 50% of our games, you know. And you still win a World Cup. So you win your first pool match. History would say, you know, you can't win a World Cup if you lose your first pool match. If you lose your first British and Irish Lions game, in history have shown that you can't win a series there. But I think it's a myth. But obviously, it builds confidence, it builds momentum, it creates opportunity to maybe be creative in terms of development of your game, development of team selection, if you build momentum. So that's the bad thing. It takes that away. So you almost got to you have to consolidate again, and you got to get back in winning ways, you know, to try and build momentum again.
Yeah, you answer very stuff. I mean, it's that maybe more. To get more
well, in general play in Kolisi, I thought, yeah, they came hard, but the mauling in the scrum, obviously they stopped. I mean, the amount of penalties that they got, and we couldn't get our mauling going. So that was different. But I thought on defense, we actually did well as a team. We made some good reads, and and we stopped momentum. I mean, we tackled from our try line, took them all the way to the 22, but discipline let us down there, and then they got the 3 points there. I thought we stuck to our gun, but specifically on the maul and the scrum, I thought they stopped us very well. They normally get the momentum.
Yeah, the second one.
I asked, and they said everything is checked.
Between the two props.
The two props, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, back home, just to let you know, we are going to have Franco and Jaden on a little later on Mix Zone. So just give us a little while. We'll get back on this link soon. Thank you. Bye.